And hello everybody, it is SpiffyNeedleGeeks, BJ, Danny, and Ryan here for something a little bit different today that we've never really done for the channel. We're actually going to be doing a movie commentary. What movie, you may ask? Well, if you unless you didn't read the title screen, it's going to be the Netflix Death Note adaptation movie. So here's the gist with this. So pretty much we will be commentating on the movie. Unfortunately, we will not be able to supply visuals for you guys for obvious copyright reasons. But the movie is on Netflix. That's where we're all watching it from. So we'll do a countdown here in a second, and then once we all do the countdown to play, you'll play alongside us simultaneously, and then we'll all watch this movie together. So now,
yeah, provided if you do have a Netflix account, which if you don't and haven't got access to Netflix before, you should be able to start a free trial at the very least.
Yeah. So I've already seen the movie, and I have plenty of opinions on it. Danny and Ryan have yet to see it, and now this is going to be interesting for a lot of us because I've already seen it, and I've watched the anime. Danny has also watched the anime, but she hasn't seen the movie yet. Ryan is not familiar with Death Note in the slightest. He has not seen the anime, aside from maybe a couple of clips here and there. So, this will be interesting for all of us, since a lot of us will be able to go into this with different mindsets. That said, this is going to be one of a ride, and let's stop stalling. Let's get this over with.
Okay. I'm excited. I don't know about you guys, but
all right. So I got the movie all set up. Everyone have your Netflix version of Death Note open all at 0 on the on the count of play. We will all start simultaneously. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, play. Oh, Netflix, what have you done?
Well, they brought in BoJack Horseman. That's one thing.
I've never actually seen that show.
I still have to watch that show too. I hear it's really funny.
It's not too bad, really. Not bad at all. I can only imagine it'll be a hell of a lot better than this. But a Netflix original film, even though it is based off of something that was already a thing.
Oh, okay, so one thing you guys are going to notice immediately about this movie. So the original Death Note was, it was a suspenseful thriller. This movie is a jump scare horror.
Jump scare horror?
Kind of. It's not that jump scary, they have its moments, but they try its best to make it very Americanese.
Now, I'm not an expert on Death Note, but last time I checked, this does not take place in fucking. Wait.
Well, this is definitely an American adaptation.
Oh, okay. You know what? That explains a whole lot then.
So here we have. So here we have our main character, Mr. Light, not Yagami Turner. That said, I am very much glad that this is not Yagami, because I refuse to believe that Yagami and Turner are the same person. Also, that is Mia, aka Misa. Danny.
Yeah, the character everybody fucking hated in Death Note.
And here, she is a brunette and super edgy.
I guess that kind of makes sense, because, the whole shtick with Misa in the anime was, gothic Lolita look and everything.
Well, she is, I will say right now, she's the exact opposite here than she was in the anime.
Well, because in the anime, Misa's character was she was a model. She revels in the whole gothic Lolita look, but her whole shtick was the fact that she was so madly in love with Light that, he pretty much used her devotion, to do his bidding, and she was aware of it, and she was perfectly fine with it. She was a fucking doormat, and that drove people nuts.
Also, she has some balls to be smoking on a high school campus. Jeez. Anyway,
and then the book from God fell from the heavens.
You're not wrong, Ryan. Actually.
Yeah, that actually is how the original anime and manga begin.
A death note given to him by a god.
Well, it's not so much given to him, it was so much, at least in the anime, it was the death god got bored, drops
Oh
the
God!
notebook.
Water! Everyone, run for your lives! Oh God!
It's just water. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, come on, guys.
Yeah, but
A little water isn't gonna kill anybody. Yeah, let's just stay. Okay, alright, see, Mr. Turner. She had way more balls than you did. You just stood there. Oh, now you're doing something. Oh, okay. Okay, well, I personally found it a little bit funny. Oh, well,
Okay,
what did you think was gonna happen?
I kind of get the logic behind it, because, again, Light's whole characteristic and everything, like, yeah, Light was supposed to be very, very intelligent. That's his one defining trait. So it's like, he understood the law, which, once he had the Death Note, he took that to his advantage, and that's how he was able to get away with all this shit. So it's like, okay, I get where they're going with it, but it's like, it's probably not going to lead to anything, is it?
We also have an asshole principal here that's more concerned about him being paid to do other kids' homework as opposed to getting fucking socked in the eye.
Yeah, that's pretty typical of high school.
Oh, okay, so I don't know if you heard that. So, in this adaptation, Light's mother is dead, and his sister is nowhere to be found.
Okay. I guess that's not a total loss. I mean, his mom and sister were virtually non-existent in the plot.
Well,
in the long run.
The sister was kind of important. I know towards the end, because she was a hostage at one point, but
yeah, and that's pretty much the extent of it.
yeah, but he has no sister here, and the mother is dead, and that does become a plot point.
Dun dun dun.
It's an apple. Oh my gosh.
It's symbolic, I guess. Okay, ma'am, I don't know if you realize this. I got socked in the eye. I have a little bit of a black eye here. Hello?
Of course I don't care. Oh, and here comes the next really obnoxious point of the movie. They changed a lot of the book's rules for some reason. And you'll see as it goes along.
Yeah, it's like a memory serves. It's like, if you write someone's name in the note in this death note or whatever, and then cross out that person's name, that kills them up pretty much, correct?
Yeah, but there are a bunch of rules to it, but they changed a lot of the rules, and a lot of those rules were credential to the actual plot of how the plot progressed in the anime, but they changed them here for the movie. Also, as you can see, there's already a bunch of names written down there. Now, that would make sense in terms of where the Death Note came from originally in the anime, but it's played a little bit differently here. And it'll get explained here in a bit.
Marbles! No!
In a chemistry class?
Whatever you do not take an extra step. One step and you'll slip and break your neck.
That looks like a chemistry class, right?
Science lab or something.
Something tells me something's going to pop up from one of these. Bless you.
Thank you.
Something tells me something is going to pop up from one of those shelves. Or just come up right behind Mr. Turner's back. Peekaboo. Okay.
Well, that was a chicken shit scream if I ever heard one.
Okay. If I recall from the many clips that I have seen of Dead Note, I do not recall Mr. Light here screaming like that.
I mean, look, I get the point of freaking out and everything. I mean, Light had a freak out when he first met Ryuk, but that's
split-second long freak out.
Yeah,
it's not even so much that. It's so much like, this is so over the top. Yeah. It's like, really?
Yeah, exactly. It's like in the anime, if I memory serves, it was basically like he pops up and he's just like, "Oh God, oh hi, how you doing?"
It's like,
but here it's like, "Oh my God, it's the devil! I'm gonna die!"
Like, and what was the point of Ryuk completely fucking up the science lab? What was the point of that? Yeah, that sounds bad, right?
Motherfucker.
Oh, it's the Green Goblin himself.
We can accomplish so much together, Spider-Man.
Well, to be fair, if you're not going to get the voice that was used in the anime, I don't think you really, that's actually a pretty good role. Getting
I'm not saying it was a bad cast. I'm just saying he was originally Green Goblin.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's like, so far from what I've seen, he's definitely the best cast.
Just take that jar of marbles, roll them across the ground.
Oh my God, he's gonna. Happens. It's like, oh my God, he's gonna kill Kenny.
That bastard. Do it.
I do not recall Ryuk being this peer pressury originally.
Yeah, because in the anime he wasn't.
He was very much just a laid back, stand in the background guy. He just wanted to observe.
Yeah, because that was the whole point. It was like, he got bored, dropped the Death Note on Earth, and was like, I just want to see what happens. And it just happened to be that Light was the one that picked it up.
Decapitation. And this is what I meant, where the movie's trying to be a horror jump scare.
Come on and slam. No, my groceries. Oh God. Oh man. Oh.
Okay. Okay. When did this become Final Destination?
Oh fuck. Okay. I don't care how bad this movie is. That was sick.
It's Final Destination, that's what it was.
Yeah, goddamn right it was. Holy, my goodness.
Thunderclap in a classroom.
And the one thing I question most in the movie, does he get in trouble for the room in the stay? Because that's never actually addressed.
Really?
They kind of just jump cut away.
I would hope so. Yes, that would make the most sense.
Here's Light's father, who, as we all know, is one of the best characters in the anime.
Oh yeah, he was awesome.
And believe it or not, he still somehow ends up being one of the best characters here in the movie.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's at least good. Chief Yagami was such a badass. So is Daddy Turner here? Is he still a cop?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that part remains unchanged.
They're like, you wrote a couple papers. Wait, you got detention? What? No, you know what? No, I don't exactly understand. You're constantly mumbling your words. Can you speak up a bit, son? Dad, you don't understand. Forget this.
Who the fuck is this kid?
Not Yagami. He's not Yagami.
Oh my god, what did they do to you, Light?
He's.
Oh, jeez.
What did they do to him? They did nothing to him because it's not Yagami. This is Turner.
So he's just an average kid that nobody understands?
Well, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna write my dad's name into the notebook
No.
and kill him off. Wait a minute, hold on. Is it Ryuk or Ryuk?
Just watch. Also, he said Ryak.
Ryuk, oh.
Yeah,
even
but
worse.
yeah, in Japanese it's Ryuk.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Hello, and welcome to your new job at Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria.
Hello. Jesus.
He's like, the chances are likely if you're getting this message, you've made some pretty cool career choices.
Oh my god, I love fucking apples.
Oh yeah, in the anime, like apples were like Ryuk's like drug.
Yeah. Even more of a fitting touch if Ryuk like belched like after throwing the apple back.
Yeah, close enough. It's like, yeah, close enough.
Well, remember how that one guy got decapitated after writing his name in the book? It's something like that, you know? It's not rocket science.
I can't remember. Was that actually a rule?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, why wait 2 days for one of your victims to die when you could just kill him right on the spot?
That's not how the Death Note works.
Yeah, like they're playing it up like apparently like it's passed along from human to human, and it's Ryuk's job to keep making sure that it goes between humans. Like that's not what happened at all.
It's like, so what? We're trying to be like the fucking Ring now?
7 days, kid. 7 days.
Oh look, it's my mother's murderer. Let's fuck him up.
Well, at least that rule still applies.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, writing this name is just too stressful, man. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. What? Oh.
That's a lawsuit waiting to happen.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
really.
Okay, so, alright, I was wondering how he got killed off. Here I was thinking it was just like some heart attack, like, you know, like how it was in the show. No, it was a fucking knife. Oh, okay.
I'm actually trying to remember, BJ. Like, when Light was reading off some of the rules earlier, like, has that been stated so far? Like, does that rule still true? Like, if you write just the name but you don't write down a reason, the person just dies of a heart attack. Does that rule still apply here?
No, it does not.
Okay,
because
what the fuck?
it needs because heart attacks are not bloody enough.
Oh, fuck that noise.
So effectively, if you just write down the name and nothing else, they die they die of a random cause.
Huh.
Oh, I get ya. Oh yeah, I'm very happy, son. I always saw you as a hippie, you know, always hugging that one tree when you're coming to and coming back from school. Didn't think that. I don't know. Not really thinking that was that sincere of an apology from either Light or his dad. Might be just me though. Well, anyway, back to my.
Oh, and here's the
life in high
okay,
school.
Danny. This part's gonna piss you off so badly. I'm just saying that right now.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh boy.
I know it pissed me off. And this is like the ultimate, like, no, this is not Yagami. This is a completely different person.
Alright, well, good to know. Okay. Okay, I'm sorry. Could this acting not be like any more awkward? I feel like every character interaction is like, I don't know. It gives you that awkward, uncomfortable feeling because of
Yeah, it's very wooden.
jeez. It's like, oh, hey, how's it going? I'm Light. Oh yeah, that's cool. I'm Nina. It's like, come on, really? Just try to sound like you actually give a
Those words right there.
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
What is that? I can't tell you. Okay. Do you really want to know?
I can't tell you. But do you really want to know what this is? Okay. It's like, it tried to go in one direction, but then it was like,
And here's here's another big rule they changed. Look at that. She's holding the book.
Uh-oh. What, is he gonna let her play with the book?
Oh, fuck that noise!
In the original, anyone
that touches it, anyone that touches the notebook sees the Shinigami. It's like,
So technically Nina should be able to see Ryu.
Yes,
Yeah.
she should be. Yeah, that Light actually has used that to his advantage in the anime.
No, oh no, no. It's only the first person who claims the book can only see me. Give that book to anybody else to see if they can try to see me, and you'll just look like an idiot.
But here's also another big flaw here. This horny ass white boy is sharing this information with the girl he has the hots for. And the anime, he would never fucking do that. Anybody who figured out who he was did it on accident, or because they had the Death Note themselves.
Yeah, it's like I would like to say, like if we were to take it to a different direction, if anybody else were to know exactly how the hell this Death Notebook works, and the fact that Light here knows how to use that power or whatever, it's like, oh yeah, that's great, I'm just gonna go. Runs off, and then calls like the authorities or something. Oh. A true American. Oh!
I'm fairly certain that's not how a body would react. That body exploded.
Have you ever seen that one video where the cop car is driving at high speed and ran into that deer? That's how that death scene should have played out. Oh, okay, that's not creepy at all. I'll see you later, Light. Oh,
No, she has the exact opposite reaction. To her, murder is hot.
Of course. Because unlike every other person out there, she's not normal. Joy, come on, Nina. We could be the next Bonnie and Clyde. Take out all of these sick fucks in the world.
Well, to be fair, that actually was what Light was doing in the original. Like he was using the Death Note to go after criminals, and that was where the big debate with this whole show was coming from. Is yes, he is murdering people, but the grand majority of the people he was murdering were criminals and people that people wanted to see these people get punished. So it's like, so where do you where's the line drawn? Where do you think he's doing right? Do you think he's doing wrong? Where is that line drawn? That's the central question of the entire fucking show.
Oh man, they're both in the bedroom. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
So this relationship wasn't rushed or anything.
Yeah, I know. It's like I know. I just
literally an hour ago, she witnessed him murder a guy, and now she wants to fuck him.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like, look, I don't know you all that much, but you kill somebody, so it's like, fuck it, you can.
And this is exactly what Light wants. But in the original, Light could have cared less about any relationship. Even the girl Misa, who, was so in love with Light in the original, he could have cared less about her. He only used her to a means of an end.
Ugh.
Do people explode when they're electrocuted?
I don't know.
I guess it depends on how high the. Oh, really? Oh, man. I thought you electrocuted yourself all the time. Man, shoot. No, I can only imagine it depends on how high the voltage is. He writes some other names down. This person will be attacked by and killed by crows. Then it turns out like they're trying to remake The Burrs by Alfred Hitchcock.
Does it really? Well, it's not exactly what it means. It was so much as they were playing off the whole English thing.
Yeah, it's like okay, come on, you Americans are doing an adaptation on a Japanese movie that, as far as I'm aware, is already complete utter shit. At this point, why add salt to the wound and try to do the whole Japanese translation thing? Oh, God. Oh. Well. Yeesh. Wow. It's even to the point where Kira is pretty much like its own religion.
Well, that's how it was in the show, too, to be fair.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because here's the thing, Ryan. When it came to Light and everything, yeah, he was using the Death Note to kill criminals, but he was so goddamn egotistical about it and everything that, he literally said, I will use this to right all the wrongs, and I will be God of the New World. That was his freaking goal.
And here is,
Wait.
Danny, guess who that is?
Is that supposed to be L?
That's L.
Okay, L, why are you in public?
Yeah, that's a big... That's a big thing, because L's whole shtick in the anime, Ryan, was that he was this, the super genius, detective. But he did everything in his power to stay out of public. He, half-assingly covering his face here. He doesn't do that. He stays, isolated, watching from afar, solving everything from the facts that he learns as he moves on. But here, no, he... Bless you.
Bless myself.
But nope, here he's willing to go into public, he just feels the need to cover his face. Again, half-assingly.
And even has to get into a limousine of all things, bringing even more attention to himself.
Now, to be fair, this actor that plays as L, he does a pretty good job capturing L's essence. And you'll see that, Dan. He does a pretty good job at actually playing as L. I believe that this character is L for the first half of the movie.
Okay. I take it that guy's supposed to be he's supposed to be watery?
Yeah, that's watery.
It's here, sir. I was able to snag the last pair of solar eclipse glasses for tomorrow.
Interesting enough, though, they play Watery as more of a father figure to L here than he really was a butler.
Right. Well, it's actually, if you actually read some of the extra material that came after the manga had finished and everything, I was like, yeah, Watery pretty much was his father figure. Yeah, when he was older and everything, he acted more as the butler and the key helper and everything. But yeah, when Elle was a little kid and everything, yeah, he was in the orphanage and everything. It's Watery pretty much was his father figure. And pretty much from a young age, Watery saw Elle's genius and decided to nurture it.
No, Kira did it. Right, and who's that? I don't know. Definitely not me, though. I know who it isn't, and that's me. I mean, it's not me. You know what I mean, Dad.
I wish he at least gave his dad a mustache. He had a pretty cool mustache in the anime. So here's another kind of angle that they took on this. So we...
Oh, who messed up my office? Okay, who's the wise guy in this building who did this to my office?
In the anime, it was... In the anime, it was similar because, you know, Light's dad, Mr. Yagami, does, in fact, take over the investigation of Kira. Here, you know, it's the same, but it seems like everyone hates him for it.
Hey, Mr. Detective, excuse me, I'm on the phone with somebody.
Oh, hey, they actually kept the name. They didn't give him, like, you know, some English name or something.
Nope.
Wow, that's quite a name.
It's a code name. It's not his real name, obviously.
Right.
L is described as a very paranoid guy. Like, he literally will not reveal any information to anybody that he doesn't trust. Fully trust. That said, here's flaw number 2 for L.
Really, you're not even going to try and mask your voice.
Exactly. He's not masking his voice.
Oh, okay. Okay, maybe just a few would have sufficed. Not a goddamn handful. My God.
Well, that captures L pretty well, because L is a socially awkward guy.
Yes. Yeah, and he does stuff himself with candy. Granted, he doesn't, he never, like, just grabs, like, fistfuls of like, M&Ms and shit and just shoves it into his mouth. I mean, like, he's even particular about, you know, how he eats. Like, you know, if you gave him a bag of M&Ms, he would meticulously eat each individual M&M, like, delicately in his fingers and everything. Like, he would never just grab a handful of them and scarf them down his throat.
Yeah. That's I figured as much. I kill him. Oh, God damn it. Jesus Christ.
Get the fuck off the Phantom Thieves website.
I know, you know, I thought the exact same thing.
Get the fuck off of there, man. Let the Phantom Thieves do
wicked.
Yeah. It's like, let the Phantom Thieves do their job.
And here's flaw number 3. On how quickly Light wanted to see his father.
Is this pistachio? While this guy is staring very menaciously at me, I can't even talk right now. So I'll sit down fine. Screw you!
Okay, that's pretty true to the original. Granted, in Japan, not in America.
Yeah. Here's
Sure, you gotta tell me.
here's flaw number 4.
It's like,
Elle does not go to public speaking events.
Oh, yeah, considering that L is the kind of
fuck
guy
is
that
that?
likes to keep himself isolated. Yeah, I already get the feeling that is definitely not his character. Oh shit, man. This L guy knows too much. I gotta kill him off. Where's my death note? Well, after you say that, well, now I can't kill you. Otherwise, I'll be found out.
okay, now I gotta admit that was funny.
Oh, I guess Kira has his television off this entire time. Well, that was just made things really awkward for me. I apologize, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, this is Elle we're talking about.
I did like the delivery of that line though. Do you always pull this kind of stuff?
And then walks away.
Here comes Light being super unsubtle.
I'll just okay. No, literally, he loves to connect the dots. When we're trying to solve this investigation, he always liked to play that one game at Connect 4. No, yeah, I'm good. I'm just really ashamed that you do not know his real name. That would be really useful right now.
And this is another big difference between, Yagami and Turner.
What? You were following me this whole time? Like, you just tell me this now? What the heck, man?
Well, that is the kind of shit that Elle will do.
Yeah, right.
He is very thorough. Like...
Mm-hmm.
Is he bright? I don't know.
Yeah, that's questionable, Elle. That's really questionable.
Clearly, you need more bonding time with your
But again, that goes into
Sorry.
the next flaw compared to Yagami and Turner that I noticed, is that Yagami was a very collected guy who knew exactly what he was doing throughout the whole way. Turner is a kid over his head.
What the fuck? That's totally not what I said.
What the fuck kind of relationship is this?
What the fuck kind of an argument was that? Was that even an argument? It's like, oh, I guess this is my book. Oh, you're a jerk. I'm leaving. Sorry, just murdering people with a dead note just doesn't do it for me anymore.
Date ideas. Murder. God.
But yeah, no, it's like the whole...
We're not even halfway done with this movie. We're not even halfway done!
My coffee... Oh, okay, there we go.
Oh, look, a heart attack.
Ow.
Holy shit!
Finally!
It's like, holy shit!
We're like, what? Like, nearly halfway through this movie? And it's like, oh my god, it actually killed somebody right with the death note.
He dropped what he was doing.
Wait. Oh, did he just... Wait, oh, he just got killed off too, didn't he? Fuck! Pocket skills! What's that? Oh no.
Now keep in mind what's been discussed between Light and Mia up to this point. Light is against killing the innocent, despite what he did in the anime. How willing he was to do so to keep his name cleared.
Yeah.
Whee!
Look at my best impression of a swan diver!
I'm a swan princess! Oh my god.
Why are you screaming this out in the middle of the school hallway?
I know, it's like, what would happen if this Rio guy somehow gets to you?
It's like...
Damn. It's a... Wow, even the Shimigami Ryuk says, "Okay, no, even you are not worthy of the Death Note. I think it's time for you to let me find another bearer." I don't even know what that movie was, but I can only imagine, just from that one clip, it'll be 100 times better than its entire movie in its entirety. That's a rough guess. Kira is a cowardly criminal thug.
Elle, what are you doing in public? Get out of public.
I'd say, really? Nobody questions the guy that's keeping his face covered? I mean, in this day and age, that's grounds for somebody going after you. We are anonymous. We are legion. We will not forgive. We will not forget.
You cannot pass up on a dare, man. If he dared us to kill him, we can't go back. Oh, damn.
How is it that she is acting more like Light Yagami?
Because she is.
Because in actuality, she is Light Yagami.
It's like, by the way, did anybody notice the weird kid that kept his face covered in the crowd? I was like, I'm not sure, I'm gonna kick his ass. That seems a bit suspicious.
Oh my god.
I mean, we have a guy that is killing people, you know, he's killed 400 plus people, and nobody knows who he is. I think the guy keeping his face covered is a tad suspicious.
The same person who is supposedly helping with this investigation of Kira.
Now you see
maybe he's the killer.
What is kind of funny here is this. So Mia was absolutely right. Because of the fact that Light refused to kill his father, Elle was able to figure out that he was Kira.
Huh.
Oh shit. Well, at that point, it's like, now, Light definitely has to try to kill Elle off, because it'll only be a matter of time before he is like, okay, well, based on how the supposed Kira responded to your press conference, yeah, I think it's safe to say with your son. Who are you?
It technically is! No, I'm not kidding. There's, after the manga had finished, there was a special manga volume that released afterwards that actually did reveal Elle's real name. And his real name is Elle.
Oh.
Yeah, Elle Loliet. That's his real name.
Loliet's his last name?
Yeah.
Huh. I knew that. I thought that was his first name, though.
Nope. Elle Loliet. That was his name. So it's like, yeah, technically Elle is his real name.
Hello. Can you give me an umbrella? I'm getting soaked out here.
Do 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 do.
Oh, so in case you're waiting for it, Danny, the Shinigami eyes never once get brought up.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Okay, so Ryan, in the Death Note anime and manga, there was a deal that you actually could make with the Shinigami. For the cost of half of your remaining lifespan, you would get what is known as the Shinigami eyes, which basically allows you to see a person's real name and their remaining lifespan just by looking at them. So, yeah, I mean, that's like, if you were to make this deal and if you're trying to, like, hunt down, like, people...
L, what are you doing?
Names,
Oh my god, he showed his full face! You're fucked, dude! Let me make a more of a mess in this restaurant just to prove my
let's
point.
not draw attention to myself. Why are you screaming this in a cafe? My God! There are other people here.
I gotta say, I love how L delivered the line where it's like, I don't even carry a gun. I mean, those are distracting. But listen!
And that was Light effectively just telling L to come and get me. Not even being subtle about the fact that he's Kira, pretty much confirming everything for L.
Yeah, if revealing his entire face was not enough.
Whereas in the anime, L obviously has his big suspicions, but he never actually figures it out. Kind of. He's convinced for a long time, but Light is so fucking smart, he actually manages to find a way to deconvince L. Fuck it, I'm horny. Let's just go.
Okay, all right. Come inside. Get dry. Let's dry ourselves up, and let's just release some stress together. All right. And by release stress, I mean get all giggity.
You attempted to murder my father, but I forgive you because you're hot. That's effectively what this scene is happening right now. Because Light Turner is a horny white boy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, here's another big flaw. So, fun fact in the anime, Watari is not his real name.
Right.
Here it is.
Oh, I had another very bad dream.
An interesting thing about it is, though, that I know we really haven't talked about the changes of race. Yeah, we really haven't talked about the changes of actors with race and such. But with Watari here, I know that originally wasn't he he was an Englishman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here they made him a Japanese man to fit with the name Watari, which sounds like a Japanese name. That way, so they can make it so that is his real name, which just seems like a really dumb flaw. Why would a man walking around with L choose to use his real name?
7 days.
Wait, but I didn't watch a tape. Yes, you did.
So, Watari doesn't even know L's real name.
So, L was a science experiment?
Apparently.
What What the fuck?
As opposed to just, being in an orphanage for the gifted.
Oh my god. He was abducted by the UNSC at 6 years old, replaced by a clone, and then became the greatest detective of all time. Seriously, suddenly I'm getting some Halo vibes. From L's backstory.
By the way, here's another fun little rule that they just kind of invented for this movie. Oh, they haven't brought it up yet. I'll wait till they bring it up.
My spidey senses are tingling. What you looking at?
I like how Ellis is casually walking around with his face revealed now.
Do.
I mean, I know in the anime at a point he did start doing that, but not so openly.
Yeah.
Like, not without disguising his alias as alias.
Right.
And here comes another aspect of L that they changed. They made him a lot more emotional.
I'm trying really hard to stay in character and not cry, but I just... damn it! God. Kind of makes you wonder, how long did it take for Light to let the... Oh, hello.
Did no one hear him open the door?
How the hell did you get in here, Al? The door is unlocked. Well, you see, your son is Kira. What? Listen to me, man. It's not as Kara, James. Good lord. Whoa, okay. Jeez. Well,
Yeah, they
okay,
made L way too emotional here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, again, I haven't seen L in too much of, like, the anime or whatever, but even from the very few clips I've seen of L, it's like, yeah, I do not recall L ever being like that. It's weird. I would prefer L being calm and collective, no matter the situation. Well, I clogged the toilet. That's one thing.
See, I kind of find this funny, because right now L is pissing himself because he's so afraid that they're going to find the Death Note. But, like, in the anime, he was willing to burn down his fucking house just to make sure that they don't find the Death Note.
Yeah.
Yeah. Burn the whole place down, including the Death Note.
No, literally, he was willing to do that.
I know.
Yeah, like he rigged his drawer to, like, basically be a bomb.
Well, meanwhile,
it's literally, that's what I find so hilarious. It's like, he doesn't want to kill his dad, but because of the fact that he set that bomb drawer, fairly certain he was willing to kill his whole family just to make sure he can get away with it.
Yeah. Well, it's time for another one of my daily stroll through the woods.
No one thought to confiscate Light's cell phone?
Also,
Nah.
Watari has a cell phone. No one thought to just call Watari?
Yeah, really.
Oh shit! I forgot to record Watterson's number into my phone.
Oh, but we can't forget about Homecoming.
God, let's make this ridiculous character look even more ridiculous with a top hat. Sure, why not? It's like, hey, Nina, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Also, the institute where Elle grew up is abandoned. That's not freaky at all.
Yeah, really.
Alright, so we've ripped off Final Destination. We've ripped off The Ring. Now we're ripping off Skyfall? It's like, what the fuck does James Bond have to do with this?
I'll just take your word for it. Oh god, the jar of Skittles!
Suddenly Silent Hill.
I know, right? Like...
And then the fun really gets started when Pyramid Head makes the scene.
Clank, clank, thump, scrape. Pyramid Head has come to rape.
Whoa, hey now.
Well, that's what he does in the games.
That also said, because
yeah,
because this institute is abandoned here, that pretty much destroys the chance of us being able to see cool characters like Mello or N. Characters that just don't show up in this movie.
Well, well, honestly, we can live without Nier, but
Yeah.
Mello, it's like, raw, really?
Yeah,
Mello was awesome.
yeah, but like Pika, you kind of brought up a fair point. It's like I was just wondering why aren't those cool characters in this movie, and she's just like, do you want them to be in this movie? I was like, good point.
No!
I'm gonna get my limo. No!
Well, no, like this is like their home. This is Light's limo.
It's my money, and I need it now! Okay. Definitely not using any of those for the yearbook. Yearbook?
What I wouldn't do for those rats to start shooting people.
Just do something to spice up this movie.
Wait, I think we may have missed the scene actually. No, wait, maybe we didn't. No, it's coming out. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a rule that they added to the Death Note that I'm waiting for them to bring up, but I can't for the life of me remember if we may have missed it over our talking or if it hasn't come up yet.
Oh. Hey, anybody got a bucket?
Also,
or
why would they keep
something
these?
to-
Why would they keep these confidential files in an abandoned like fucking institute? Wouldn't they collect those?
Right.
I would like to think so. Yes. What the fuck, man? That motherfucker just slapped my head. Oh.
Keep the guns aimed at the top hat.
They just start. Oh god. They just blindly start shooting at the top pad, with no warning or anything, you know.
Oh yes, leave the locker open.
Yeah.
I think we may have missed it.
Huh.
So there was a rule that I think that was brought up that apparently you can save a person from death if you burn the page that their name was written on before they die.
That makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, but Ryuk also brings up that only works once, apparently.
Oh.
So, like, he was planning on trying to burn Wateri's page to save him. Even though I'm sure Wateri probably already knows way more than Light probably would have liked. And I know Yagami wouldn't have cared if he just died right there. But Turner here was feeling super guilty about it now, so. That said, can I ask you something? Did you guys... Is there something you guys may have predicted that you just haven't said yet?
I really have
not to
no
the best of my
idea.
knowledge.
I have no idea where they're going with this. It's so fucking random.
Really?
Yeah. What makes you ask that, BJ?
Just listen.
Oh, okay. Wait.
So the movie was trying to play it off like Ryuk was the one that killed those FBI agents and such. But
yes,
it was the girlfriend the whole time, obviously. You know, the only other person that knew about the goddamn Death Note.
So how did
Nina...
ownership so how did the ownership of the notebook go from Light to Mia?
It didn't. It just didn't. She's just writing names down and it's working, apparently. I mean, was that a thing in the show too? I forget.
I think it was just more so whoever touches the Death Note and everything.
Oh, that's right, because there's no one owner. Like, whoever touches the Death Note can use it.
Yeah.
So, but here, they added this random convoluted rule that there's a specific keeper. Like how this keeper can only see Ryuk. But apparently still anyone can use it anyway? Like, it's dumb.
Yeah, kind of. Jeez, I don't know. Kind of ruins the whole purpose of, like, the one true owner of the...
Oh, sorry, I was talking over this part. Mia wrote Light's name in the book. And she's threatening to... She's threatening to, have him just die if he doesn't relinquish ownership to her. Effectively, the roles of Yagami and Misa, they reversed them for Turna and Mia. That's what happened here.
Yeah, it's like, what the heck? Why that change? My God, there's still 25 minutes in this movie. There's still still 25 minutes left.
Ah, there's 25 minutes left of this movie. I'm just gonna get this gun and just end it here.
Oh, and look, L is emotionally distraught because of Wateri's death, so he's just gonna go kill Light.
Nothing matters anymore. I must kill Light.
Yeah, that whole deal about guns making him uncomfortable. No, fuck that. Also, your name is Light. This is also what I don't get. Light, why are she left your name with the page in there? Tear it out and burn that motherfucker.
Really?
Why are you freaking out?
There's no time.
She has no leverage over you. If anything, it's just tear the page out.
No, I gotta write down the names on these very wicked people on the Justice of Wicked webpage. And then maybe watch some cat videos on YouTube.
And this also goes into something convolutedly stupid. She wrote Light's name in there, but gave him a time limit till midnight. All because she wants the book. Why doesn't she just kill him and take the book? There's nothing that says that she... Like, yeah, he has to... According to Ryuk, he has to relinquish titlement, but if he's dead, I'm pretty sure that's nullified. Just kill the motherfucker and take the book. Why are you...
Really?
Ferris wheel. No! Oh, that son of a bee thing, why I oughta... Look at the facial expression he keeps making.
See, here's an interesting twist. The police are looking for Light, but to protect him from L. But that's bad. I thought that is obviously bad for Light, because if he can't get the book to Mia, he's gonna die. So he can't let the police get him to protect him.
This is just so fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember Logical L, the person that wouldn't let his emotions get in the way of anything?
Fuck establishment! I must kill Light!
That's a lucky fucking guess on finding where he is.
Oh, shit. Parkour.
Oh, yeah, that one chair is gonna stop him.
Chair's my mortal enemy.
Yeah, so, for a second, I thought it was going to turn out to be one of those little cliches when it comes to, like, these are kind of chases or whatever. You go down this one narrow alleyway, and then it's like, it's a dead end because there's that gate in the way. That or he just climbs over it, but still.
Asshole!
Fuck you! Dude, you just knocked that guy's stuff over. What's with you?
You got a clear shot!
I must kill Light!
No, it's like you're...
No!
It's like, dude, he's running in a straight line. Bullets, ideally, shoot in a straight line.
Also, police cop, I'm fairly certain your police car can easily just knock that gate over. Of this!
God fucking... This isn't suspicious at all.
Oh, fuck! I'm just trying to get up, and these assholes just keep... Oh,
wow, dude! You just did that to be a dick!
Really?
It's like both Light and L are doing all of this shit during this chasing just to add, like, total assholes before they face off against each other.
You know what? What they don't tell you is when they were filming the film, all these people didn't actually know what was going on. These two actors were literally just running through everyone, knocking everybody over with a camera in front of them, and no one actually knew.
Man. Oh no, it's like, and then when L was, I like to imagine if L was fucking, Okay, hold on. L,
Dude,
why
it's
point
like,
the gun
dude, you
up?
missed.
Point at L! Point at light!
Pussy asshole. Fucking scared for his life, confessing everything right here.
Oh!
So this is dumb. Like, I thought at first that, like, Kira, like, somehow, like, you know, wrote this guy's name in the book to possess him to take out the lure, to lure El here and then have this guy take him out. But no, he just got super fucking lucky. That guy just happened to be a follower of Kira. And now we know who Kira looks like, so you'd think that Kira would kill him. But no.
Yeah. No, he saved my life from this L, so I trust him.
Yeah, let's ignore the kid running with a gun in his hand.
The love of my life! Oh my god, he's got a gun!
Yeah, let's escape on this Ferris wheel!
And the next thing you know, everybody's gonna realize that, oh shit, oh for fuck's sake, come on.
Let's get rid of that.
And now we're trapped up here forever. Wait. Where to?
Yeah, really.
Let's run away together, and they just both jump out off of the Ferris wheel when it gets to the very top. Do you trust me? What? Do you trust me? Yes? The job!
Well,
It's like, dude, she wants the book. Why are you giving her that option?
no, here's the dumb part. Apparently she actually does care about him for some reason. Kind of.
Oh, Ryuk, what are you doing? Flashback. Oh, well. Well, they're both dead. They are so dead.
And somehow the Ferris wheel falling over in Sly 3 was way more impressive than this.
Is that right? Yes, Ryuk, please tear this Ferris wheel apart. Just end it. Do it.
He's like, just end this fucking movie!
Do it. Kill them.
I'm gonna Hulk out! Oh, and this fucking music is so, no, hold on. This fucking music is so inappropriate for this goddamn scene. Come on.
Yeah. I believe I can fly.
okay, I know they made Light's death in the anime all dramatic and shit, but this is just fucking stupid.
It's funny you should say that, Danny. I'll just let you keep watching.
They live, don't they? Oh, fuck you! Wait. No. I refuse to... Okay. No. Okay.
Oh no, she's hella fucking dead.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say...
Yeah. She's... No, Ryan. She's hella fucking dead. Remember that conversation we had earlier about the logic of falling into water saving your life?
Yeah.
In the Tomb Raider playthrough, yes.
Yeah. Light fell in the water. So
he's allowed to live.
Oh, and look at that. Remember that rule that I brought up that we totally ignored? Look where this page conveniently falls into. And guess whose name conveniently happens to be on it?
Light. Oh, well.
So is the time 11:59? Come on, give me that. It's like that's just like the little nugget on top of the shit sundae. Just make it 11:59.
How much time was left? You don't want to know. No, but seriously though, if Mia somehow lived because she fell into the little flower cart or whatever, it's like, okay, that's something I would see in cartoons or whatever. So if this should have really happened in this live action adaptation, it's like, okay, I would call bullshit on that. The fuck did you just say? Oh. Oh man, someone's. I feel sorry for the guy who has to clean that off. Yeah, meanwhile, I have retrieved the death note for you, Master.
What was that?
Yeah, let's just leave the killing notebook in public where a nurse can get it.
Whoa, hold the phone. Hello. Uh-oh.
Yeah, so the guy that was, that was in police custody, L, who was currently in police custody, yeah, it's just magically no longer in police custody.
Uh-huh. Sure, why not?
So you guys ready to see the most contrived, pulled out of ass bullshit in this entire movie?
Yeah, well, considering all the bullshit that we've ended up seeing throughout this movie as thus far, it's like, sure, why not? Go ahead, keep throwing more of this shit at us. That's cool.
Please tell me he says just as planned.
I miss the girl that tried to kill me.
Okay, Kakidori.
Hey, Dad, you had no importance in this movie.
You were just there because
his whole role in the movie was just to help Elle connect the dots.
That's right. I am Kira. Wait, how'd you know I was Kira? We did have law enforcement chase after you.
No, he's about to
that
explain
girlfriend of yours. Oh, okay. Oh, I tripped. Ow.
Sorry.
Ow.
Sorry.
Ow, 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 ow.
Oh my god.
Really?
Light.
What is with the soundtrack?
Yeah, I was about to say.
It is
I think it's
fucking
another
random.
case of a very unfitting song. Yeah.
It's a good thing Mia's parents just aren't home.
That's right. Oh, man. Yeah, hey, remember this dumb moment in the movie? Oh, that was great. God, just looking at his face just makes me want to tear this whole goddamn room apart.
It makes me want to write his name down on this random piece of paper.
I'm gonna do the one thing that line is all. Oh God, I'm gonna do the one thing that I normally wouldn't do, and no one would ever know because I'm L.
So you go, okay, L, you've eaten too much candy.
This entire time he was sugar high. What are you laughing at? Actually,
That's it. That was Death Note.
What?
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what?
No after, and also no after credits clip here. I looked. All we get are some bloopers.
What?
Oh yeah, because that's yeah. Let's make this movie even more ridiculous than it already was and show off the bloopers. What? Okay, then.
You can't just, like, go and lead up to this whole thing like, you know, okay, is L going to finish Light off and not fucking deliver?
No, they want
exactly.
to leave it up to interpretation. You know, does L, a character who died in the anime, kill off Light, who also died in the anime? No.
No, in that case, I'm just like, no, forget figuring out like the whole. No, forget about Lori about that whole shtick and adaptation or whatever with the movie. It's like, yeah, fuck that. I might as well just go back to the fucking anime and
yeah, like Ryan. After, as someone who's never seen the anime, just listening to you talk, it's obvious you think this is a bad movie. Do yourself a favor and go watch the anime and give yourself a good impression on Death Note.
Yeah. It's like, it's like, you know. Plus, on top of that, it's like fucking God. Well, I wouldn't even consider it to be bloopers or whatever. They're just speeding through all of the quote unquote very hilarious moments behind the scenes or whatever.
It's like, oh, look how much fun we're having with this movie. It's like, oh, for the love of God.
My career is over.
So, yeah, that was a lot of contrived bullshit there at the end.
Oh my God.
Like
look at this. That Netflix original, Defenders. Watch now.
That whole spiel where apparently he just randomly looked online, happened to find a couple of people who just happened to be in the area, got them to save his life and retrieve the Death Note, while also making it look like that he, that while he was in the coma that he isn't Kira, which was something that the commissioner was yelling to Elle about.
Yeah, but that's like, admittedly, admittedly, in the anime, Light was doing crazy shit like that since the beginning. So,
yeah.
it's technically, not out of character, but at the same time, it's like, this is like the first and only time that this Light Turner is actually pulling a Light Yagami, and it's like, they saved it for the end, and it's like, when did you get this goddamn intelligent? Because, you sure as hell weren't throughout the whole movie. That's
why from a movie standpoint, it's contrived. Because here's the thing. Throughout the whole movie, they tried to play off Light Turner being some really intelligent guy. What do we get on that? What do we get to tell us that? At the beginning of the movie, he was cheating other homework for, for money for other students. And at one point, Ella's like, oh, he's an exceptionally bright kid. Nothing in the movie tells us that. At all.
No, he was just whining and crying and screaming and everything. It's like, I was like, Mia was being way more like Light Yagami than Light Turner was. That's where it's like, who the fuck is this kid?
Not Light Yagami, that's for certain.
Yeah, it's like the moment I saw, like, at the very, very beginning of the movie that we got, like, all these multiple, like, shots of, like, oh, okay, they're cheerleaders, there's football players, clearly this is a high school, and then I saw Light Turner for the first time. For some reason, I kind of already got the impression that it's like, okay, something tells me they're gonna turn this character into just a whiny bitch. Like, no joke. And sure enough...
It's like, yeah, like, from a movie standpoint, the characters, some of them were fine, but, like, for the most part, a lot of them were contrived for the sake of being able to be an adaptation. Which is why, for the most part, it's so hard for people to not look at this like and compare it to the anime, because a lot of the things they do, they try to make as an adaptation instead of a movie, but they also changed so much, while also trying to keep certain things that don't make sense because you change the other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, you go ahead.
It's like, it goes into something that I started to question myself, like, halfway through the movie or whatever. And I've seen a lot of this kind of shit happen with other, like, adaptations or whatever. But it's like, I will never understand why someone would use, like, this pre-existing source and then just fuck around with it. Basically, it's like, how come it's so hard for a lot of these companies or movie studios or whatever to just not stay true to this original source material?
Okay, well, here's the argument for that. Is the thing, when you have a movie adaptation to an anime that has multiple seasons and hundreds of hours worth of watch time, of course they have to shorten it for an adaptation of a 2-hour movie. On top of that, if they can't, it's kind of hard to say that they have to be completely true to the original source material, because at that point it's like, why bother making the movie? Just watch the anime. I think you brought that up earlier, Danny. Like,
yeah, Yeah, 'cause
So
I mean, it's like, if you're gonna make it like 100% true and everything, then it's like, well, then why are we adapting it in the live action at all? It's like, just watch the fucking anime and, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like, don't get me wrong. I understand that is like, something's may be like a miss because of the fact they tried to shorten it enough to make it, the length of a motion picture or whatever. But at the same time, though, that does not excuse the fact that it's like, based on what you brought up and what we've seen on the movie screen here, it's like, even then, they still could not get everything like, jeez, I don't know.
like, of course, for a movie, things are going to be changed, but when you change certain things, you have to change everything else to make sure that it all makes sense. Like, I think one of the dumbest parts of this movie, there's a lot of dumb parts, and we can go over those here bit by bit. Like, one of the dumbest parts of this movie is how Light was able to take control of Watari the way he did. Because, like, in the original, Watari was not his real name. He that was just an alias that we know, and then, because of that, like, that made L really emotional and do all the stupid shit that he did in the end. It's like, that whole part of the plot was so contrived, and, I don't know. And then, of course, like, there's the whole deal where, like, Light's whole motivation for this, like, he got the revenge for his mother, that was, thrown in, I guess, I don't know. And then what was his reasoning behind wanting to continue being a Death Note user? To get in Mia's pants, effectively.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because that's what every high school boy would want, just to get in some woman's pants.
Because for some reason, Mia just found death hot. Like, it's so hard for me to think that she actually wanted to use the Death Note for good, like Light was started out trying to do so. Like, it looked more like she just wanted to use it for her own personal gain.
Yeah.
And like, Light Yagami, in a sense, did the same thing, but it was a proper balance. Like, he killed criminals, who he felt deserved to die, but he would also kill people who he thought were dangerously close to being the reason for him, for his discovery. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Light Turner and Mia were like this weird separated, if you were to combine the two of them, they would become Light. They would become Yagami, effectively.
Right.
To an extent, I don't know. Ugh.
Oh man, but it's like, okay, as a movie, like, in general, oh man, okay, I mean, it had its moments, but for the completely wrong reasons. Other than that, it's like, God, I mean, yeah, granted there are some moments where it would maybe chuckle a bit, or I was, like, stunned by, like, the gory aspects of certain scenes or whatever, but other than that, it's like, my God, either this movie was completeless, rather irritating, or just a flat-out bore fest.
Yeah, because it's like, oh my God, it's like this movie was just all over the place. I mean, it's like, I mean, yes, you can see where, okay, this is where they were getting the idea from the original source material. But then it's like, it really did feel like, okay, it's like, yeah, we're just throwing shit to the wall and we're seeing what sticks. And it was like, that the beauty behind the original manga and the anime, it was the fact that everything that L and Light did was so planned out to the very last detail. Like, even the smallest detail that you would never either expect or you would just easily overlook ends up playing such a huge importance at some point later on down the road. And it's like, that's how meticulous, these two characters were thinking and acting and everything. And that was pretty much what made Death Note so enjoyable to read and watch. But here it's like, okay, we're just kind of winging it. And it's like, oh God, that is nowhere near as interesting to watch.
Yeah, like, I know I said this a couple of times during the movie, but it's like, it's one of those things where fucking goddamn, like, Light was clearly in over his head the entire time. And he was definitely just making this shit up as he was going along. Like, that's for certain. And then, whereas with L, they tried their best to keep it so that the, so that he would fucking, stay true to how planned out he is with everything. But then it kind of just goes downhill the moment he starts getting all emotional emotional and just, kill happy.
Right.
God.
Right. But it's like, even with, like, it's like, even, like, with Elle, for example, it's like, it's so weird. The first half of the movie, it was probably the closest that we got to actually staying true to the adaptation, with some minor things aside. Like, yeah, Elle would never, like, go out on a podium and, do a whole press conference and everything. He did issue a challenge publicly to Kira, but he never put himself physically in public and everything. But regardless, they got his mannerisms down. They got the whole way he was thinking, even the way he was talking sounded, all right, I can see this as Elle. But as soon as the whole Watery thing started, it's like, oh, nope, now all of a sudden it's like, no, all of that rationale, the cold calculations, the calmness, it's like, nope, now we're just pissing in the wind. Now he's just gonna, be completely reckless and stuff. And it's like, how do you go from one extreme to the other like that? And you cannot tell me that it was because Watery was in danger and everything. I mean, it's like, you cannot really make that as an argument, at least for this movie, you can't. Because even though Elle was like, yeah, I've known him all my life and everything, I never really got, like, that kind of, like, a relationship between the two of them in this adaptation. You definitely feel it. You definitely feel it in the anime and the manga. But I think because, like, we are dealing with a movie adaptation and everything, so naturally you're not going to have the time to really, like, to really develop and show off these two together and everything. So that's where it's like, okay, you're just gonna have to take our word for it, and oh no, you fucked with Elle's family and everything, now he will stop at nothing, and it's like, now get the fuck out.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then, and then there's, like, Ryuk. Like, Ryuk was way too involved.
Right. That's where it's like, it's like, okay, you got Willem Dafoe to do the voice. That's, like, probably, like, the best casting you could get for the character if you weren't going to actually get, the original voice actor from the anime dub and everything.
I strongly agree.
But yeah, it was like, the entire point was, like, the only time Ryuk really did get involved, I remembered, really, it was pretty much when it came to, there's a point in the story where it's when Elle is starting to, he's getting his suspicions. He's starting to figure out, like, he's thinking, okay, maybe the detective's son, he's not quite sure, but he needs some evidence. So what does he do? Plants cameras and bugs all over the house just to, like, watch him and everything. And the only way that Light was able to really confirm that was happening was that he convinced Ryuk, you need to find all the cameras, find where they all are and where they're all positioned, because if you're lucky enough, you may be able to find a blind spot that will allow you to continue eating apples. But if you can't, then I'm sorry, you're going to have to deal with withdrawal. And that was how he got Ryuk to do his work for him and everything. So it's like, again, that was, like, Ryuk never directly got involved unless, like, Light, manipulated things in a way that, that to have Ryuk work for his benefit and everything. Other than that, it was like, yes, like what BJ said, Ryuk is more of the observer. He's the kind of guy that he's just watching what's going on, and he's just, commenting from the peanut gallery. That's pretty much what Ryuk was. He's a very enjoyable character to watch and everything, but that was his character. But now it's like, what was the point of Ryuk in this movie? It's like, he's not doing any direct killing. he's not really doing any kind of commentary or anything like he was in the anime, so what was really the point of having Ryuk here at all?
To give him, I don't know, to give him the book, I guess.
we just want to let everybody to know that the Death Note came from this guy, alright? And that's it.
Hold on, I'm actually going back to look for something real quick. I'm kind of, I think, didn't it show, like, a glimpse of L's name in, like, the, in the notebook? Well, not the notebook, the folder that Watani found.
I honestly don't know.
I can't find it. Oh, well.
Yeah,
Anyway.
we'll look it up later.
Yeah, anyway, so, like, I don't know, any other thoughts that we feel like complaining about? Like, I don't know, did you guys find any good points about this movie?
Well, like I said, it's like the only good thing that I got out of the whole thing was just Ryuk's voice. Other than that, that's pretty much it. And again, like I said, I know there was like the movie had its moments, but for the completely wrong reason. I will say that.
Yeah, I guess that'll probably do it then. So yeah, like leave in the comments what, like, your thoughts of the movie, like what what may have bothered you about it. Maybe if there was any good points you enjoyed about it. I don't know. I guess yeah, like let us know like what you liked, and I guess also if you liked us, if you liked listening to us do commentary on movies, let us know if you liked it, and we'll probably do some more in the future. We'll see. I guess with that all said, this has been the Spiffy Needle Geeks, and thanks for listening.